Godzilla is finally coming to Japan, and it's going to shock the world. Are we about to experience a monster that could destroy China? In this video, we'll be delving exclusively into Japan's Godzilla FX stealth fighter. But before we begin, make sure you like the video and hit the subscribe icon. Let's go. So, the FX is a 6th generation stealth fighter currently developing for the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. It is also the first domestically developed stealth fighter jet, expected to replace the Mitsubishi F-22 during the mid-2030s. Its technological advancement will also aim to bolster Japan's defense industry and possibly enter the international arms market in the middle of Japan's change in defense posture. The FX is nicknamed the Godzilla fighter because of its large size. The 6th generation FX stealth fighter could really destroy China, as it's known for its extraordinary crushing of trains, cars, and buildings. Taking you back to its origin, the FX stealth program commenced when the United States prohibited Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor exports as part of the 1997 Obey Amendment to safeguard its technology. As Japan can no longer purchase the F-22, a domestically developed fighter was selected in order to replace Japan's aging fleet of fighter jets. The Ministry of Defense conducted a study to develop a future fighter jet between December 2009 and August 2010, which is to serve as a replica of the F-2. The research conducted would be a generation ahead of modern 5th generation fighters. The concept fighter was named the I-3 fighter, whose acronym is Informed, Intelligent, and Instantaneous. Some of the capabilities and technology the stealth fighter will have include receiving targeting information from other platforms like drones, fighters, and control aircraft, advanced radars for countering other fighter stealth technology, utilization of flyby optics to process data speedily, a new powerful engine, and the use of gallium nitride semiconductors and stealth technology to upgrade radar performance. Much of the technological development of the FX stealth fighter corresponds with the Mitsubishi X2 Shinshin's development. This development makes Japan obtain new information to develop new technology associated with their next-generation fighter jet. The X2 designed its maiden flight on 22 April 2016, and the testing ended in March 2018. The X2 is domestically designed and developed at an estimated cost of around $48 billion. According to Interesting Engineering, Japan needs to keep up and stay strong in a resilient neighborhood like China and Russia, which already have revolutionary aerial assets. But Japan, being a technologically developed and innovative country, has yet to lead the advancement of a new fighter craft domestically for close to 40 years. As a result, the country is excited to bring technical assistance from the United States and the United Kingdom. Going back to the Second World War, it is rather unfortunate that Japan has been reluctant to arm itself in any remarkable way, and its air force is basically outdated compared to modern military standards. Now that China and Russia have unveiled new generations of powerful fighter planes, Japan is scrambling to modernize its own warplanes. Still, it wants to keep its people's future in the hands of foreign allies. The apparent option for Japan was to purchase 5th generation Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptors. Indeed, these influential US fighters can face their Russian and Chinese counterparts. However, Japan was left without choices after the United States banned exports of its groundbreaking fighter to protect its innovation. Thus, the country decided to develop its first 6th generation warplane in an unmatched move. However, the ambitious scheme does have countless obstacles to overcome. If it excels, it will not only produce an ultra-modern warplane like the world has not experienced, but it will also instigate Japan right into the global armament industry. According to a Nikkei news release, the Ministry of Defense had already narrowed down potential contenders to Lockheed and Boeing of the United States and Britain's BAE Systems. These candidates were evaluated in 3 sectors: high stealth and athletic ability, system integration capabilities, including radar and missiles, and efficient development technology. This program will help the fighter with some interesting interoperability functions with allied forces. Theoretically, this new stealth fighter would be able to share data with friendly United States aircraft, just like its F-22s and F-35s, with joint operations streamlined. Although there is still no probability of what exactly it will look like at this point, A few persons have pointed out that it will most likely be identical to earning it the unofficial nickname Godzilla. However, the reality is that the FX will come with electronically actuated control aspects. Space will be tight inside the airframe to maintain a low radar profile, so conventional hydraulic systems will be used in small amounts. When it comes to the advanced technologies of the FX stealth fighter, there are feature remote drone control capabilities, a radar that doubles as a microwave weapon that will help fry enemy serpentine air intakes and missiles to help further mitigate its heat signature, radar cross-section, and a virtual reality-style helmet-mounted display. There will also be heat shields on the FX stealth fighter and an integrated bonded structure that will likely be made of composite materials. This will help reduce the aircraft's overall weight and give the FX stealth fighter a fully extended operational range. It will also provide the Japan Air Self-Defense Force the extra ability to be flexible and dynamic with the air bases the stealth fighter will operate from. With regards to propulsion, IHI Corporation, one of the major companies involved in the project, has been testing the XF91 low-bypass turbofan. This new jet engine has been on test since 2018. This engine features some exciting, luxurious materials that will help keep down its weight, while also increasing the heat tolerance of the engine to over 1800 degrees Celsius, 3272 degrees Fahrenheit. According to reports, the engine can also pump out about 16.5 tons of thrust with afterburners. Furthermore, Japanese engineers have also been working on thrust vectoring nozzles for the XF91 engine. If this becomes a success, it could provide the FX stealth fighter with amazing maneuverability. Apparently, the FX stealth fighter will also be able to control close to 3 combat support unmanned aircraft or drone-like loyal wingman aircraft. The new plane will also serve as a fighter with multiple roles, as it can attack targets on land, air, and sea. The stealth fighter will also have stealth functionalities and networking functions to carry on with operations, even if it is affected by electromagnetic waves. According to reports, this fighter may also have the capacity for about 6 internally stowed weapons, which include air-to-air missiles, anti-ship missiles, and air-to-ground missiles. And while this fighter may be a highly expensive project, the Australian Strategic Policy Institute gives us an exorbitant cost of $170 million per unit. The justification of Japan for this expenditure is that it wants full configuration control, and the subsequent US fighters will probably not be available for export. They plan to have a working prototype around 2024, and its first flight around 2028. The FX is expected to be in series production by 2031, and its final entry to service should be by the 2035 deadline. And that's it for today on the FX Stealth Fighter. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.